Hello, everybody. Let's take a look at lesson 322, connecting integer addition and subtraction, your independent work that was assigned from last time. The first problem that we are going to look at is 346. You were asked to find the value of each expression, changing any subtraction problem to an equivalent problem, which would be an equivalent addition problem. And so that would mean that for letter A, we would change that to 5 plus the opposite of 7, which would be -7. And in order to draw a diagram for that, we would draw 5, +5 symbols, because that's what that represents. And we're going to add to that -7. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason that I set mine up like that is because I'm able to match up all of these tiles. I'm left with 2 negatives here that don't have an answer or don't have a pair partner. So that would prove to anybody that's watching, anybody that's looking at your work, that 5 plus -7 equals -2. This problem here, it said that we're supposed to change any subtraction problem. This is an addition problem, so we don't have to do any changing. I still need to draw a diagram to justify my answer. So this diagram is going to go right here. And I have -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus -7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that equals -12. Next problem is an addition problem, so we don't have to do anything but draw it. We've got -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and added to that +7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These all cancel each other out because we have the same number of positives as we do the number of negatives. We do have 2 left over here, so -5 plus 7. And I made a little error there. We should have those, or should be positive, because this is adding 7. Thanks for your understanding. We end up with 2, which makes more sense because we have 2 more positive value than we do negative value here. And then our last problem here, we have a subtraction problem, so we're going to rewrite that. We leave the first number the same. We change the middle sign to addition, and we change the sign of this to its opposite, so that would be a 7. We can put the +7 there if we wish. And then we're going to draw it out. So we draw this out, -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we add, looking at this number, we add 7, and we end up having these all cancel each other out, and our answer is 2. And then we're going to scooch this up a little bit so we can take a look at these number lines or line segments. Each of these diagrams represents tightrope moves for an acrobat. For each diagram, we need to figure out the length of the variable. For this problem here, I know that my whole length is 28. I know that part of it is 10. So I subtract my knowns and I end up with 18. 18 equals 3n. And if I divide each side by 3, I end up getting 6 equals n. For this next one, my whole length is 7. So I have 7 equals 2x. If I divide this by 2, I end up with x by itself. 7 divided by 2 gives me 3.5. So for this one, I could say 3 1/2 or 3 5/10.